Welcome back everyone to episode 20 of Let's Play Rule the Waves. I began the battle and I started pushing my forces around, trying to just get into position, but then I decided, it might be interesting. Some people might be curious to see what I do, although it's, the same thing I'm always doing, but since this was a spread out engagement, we had our dreadnoughts down here and our one battlecruiser over here. What is my plan? And it's been changing basically minute by minute. Because first it was just a light cruiser that we thought was a battleship. Then another ship came in, that was obviously a light cruiser, and I compared size, and I was like, well, that's probably a light cruiser. And it was. Then we started seeing other ships, and I was like, okay, well, that's their main force then coming, and sure enough, here it is. And we have a lot of dreadnoughts that are pretty good. Pretty damn good. So we need to take advantage of everything we can get. We do have a bit of a wind, so it's going to be important for us to try to maintain wind side. In order to do that, I kind of sent off my dreadnoughts to the west preemptively. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to establish very good position though, unfortunately. So right now what I'm doing is just I'm trying to basically put a decoy out, let my light cruisers run this direction. Let's have my destroyers run down. My hope is, and it might not be a good hope, my hope is that they can't see my battle cruiser quite yet, but they probably can. And if they see him going off to the west, it's going to be very obvious that I'm trying to come up so that I can get a little bit wind side of them. But the plan is there for two reasons, not just to get wind side, but also to unite my two battle groups. So it's what I want to do anyway. So we're just kind of pushing forward turn by turn here. Looks like they're not falling for it. They probably already saw the ships. So that's a little unfortunate. Well, now these destroyers should probably turn in. Now, if their light cruiser keeps heading this way, these light cruisers are 12 4-inch guns, so they have 6 4-inch guns per broadside. Mind you, my light cruisers have 6 6-inch guns per broadside. And we have better armor, 2.513 versus their 212. 2124, that was my old numbers, but now I'm up to 2.513.6. So my conning tower is very well protected. All this just boils down to the fact that my light cruiser should annihilate theirs. They do have mines, but I think I do too, and I don't have a bloody clue how to drop mines. Nor even where my mines are stored. Yeah, 20 mines, we have them, but can I tell them to drop mines? Not really. It would be nice if we could just start dropping mines, I mean, that's what is there honestly, this is one thing in the game I'm still just totally confused about. Is there a mechanic for exactly just dropping mines, or is it even more removed than torpedoes? That is it not in combat at all? Is it just something that you do on the strategic map, drop mines? Or I thought that perhaps you could drop them off your stern, in which case now would be a good time to start dropping mines because they're going to be coming at us. But okay, so we don't want the Groban to get out of sight of the light cruiser. Let's slow her down just a little bit. But she's doing a good job. She's going the right direction. So we'll get these guys to... Very soon they're going to have to turn away, which means that this will be a very short-lived... Okay, well, the Groban's really fast, though. We'll turn her back towards just to try to keep these light cruisers in range for a little bit longer, while the destroyers rejoin. And these light cruisers are just positioning themselves to help out the battle group when it gets to that point. We should be able to fire. Yeah, we are able to fire now. The Königsberg. We have all 3 of our light cruisers firing at their light cruisers. That's ideal. Worth turning the battle cruiser around for, I think, because their main battle fleet, let's just pay close attention. Yeah, they are steaming directly west, so they're going to cut off our attempt to maintain wind side. That's a bit unfortunate. However, we can, if we want to be really daring, we can actually split our forces up. I don't think that's a good idea, though. Something just tells me that's not going to work out as... It sounds good in my brain, but it's not going to work out well for us. This ship is just nuts. It only has 2 of its 4-inch guns firing, and we have oh no, we have central firing. Ball sack, I should have very much so upgraded those guys. Yeah, he finally turns away, but come on. That should have been the obvious decision. And we haven't landed a hit yet. There we go, there's 1. 2 more. Okay, well, scared him away? I don't really know what to say about this. This is the tail end, so let's get the Groban to turn back that way. And we'll turn this cruiser group around towards the light cruisers. Okay, so this guy, he's going to be scouting up that way. Up that way. Yeah, the Grobans needs to turn back around. Dang it. Okay, that's not actually the worst thing. They're going to just come back on their own anyway, which is fine. Fine by me. The Groban probably slowed down a whole bunch, though, unfortunately, because, yeah, she's down to 17. Because that tight turn, she wasn't able to keep up her... Ooh. Well, that's not good. Yeah, now you guys really got to get the heck out of there. However, this is the chance... This is kind of what I wanted, right? So let's start peeling north. You guys just come along. Ooh. Ike. Which ones are these? Oh, the 13-inch ones. Okay, well, they're only firing 1 right now. Ow, wow, they hit already. Did you see how long it took me to hit? It doesn't say what they have, but it's probably director firing. Oh, it was a strong hit, too. Oh, boy. Okay, well, we need to get involved in order to save our ships, so let's go ahead and start rolling over. If things go the way that I hope, we'll still gain the advantage on them. We laid smoke. Let's send the destroyers in. Okay, well, here we go. You are back in range or what? Yes, fantastic. You've decided to go to line abreast. I disagree completely. I think we should encourage torpedo launching because we're about to send our destroyers in. It does look like we're going to be able to gain the wind advantage, though. That's quite nice. Let's get these guys to kind of turn away, though. And this is the Gangut. It's the worst one. Okay. Yeah, all their ships are here. This is going to be a tough fight. It would be really nice. Okay, this is the time. I guess I'm going to test out this theory. I've been saying for a long time that our destroyers don't seem to be able to hit anything. What I'm going to do is turn them on to AI controlled. I'm going to turn off the black flag for now. Yeah, okay, you guys, okay, I need to turn together to get you guys to go to line ahead. Okay, that should help. Yeah, we need these guys to get into the fight quickly. So basically, I'm just going to force them to make torpedo runs on their own. I would like to know if perhaps it's when I control them myself, does that cause them to just suck horribly at hitting with torpedoes? It's unknown. So let's find out. Let's do a little test. See how this works out. So I'm going to do this flotilla attack, which is going to cause the destroyers, yep, there they go, to do their thing. Okay, we should be gaining wind advantage on them soon. And now they went to line abreast. So I guess this is my first clue. Apparently they want to do line abreast if they're making a torpedo run. Which is fine with me if that's the way they want to do it. Slow down to 21 because now our dreadnoughts and our battle cruisers should match speed. Okay. Can we recall our flotilla attack? We're not in a good position yet. We did. Good. Fantastic. Do they automatically return to light ahead? They do. That's very interesting. Okay, so that I've learned something. Destroyers that are going on torpedo runs prefer line abreast, which is fine by me. I don't mind whatever they can be in whatever formation they'd like. Okay, so let's start getting into formation here. Where my formation I expect will be light cruiser, battleships, and then this light cruiser group. With the destroyer group, I guess behind. I would rather them in front, to be honest. So let's go squad max, they are. I'm not sure if we have time to get in front, to be honest. 22, 25, we can probably slow that down to 23. Yeah, we don't have time. And we're just, I mean, if you look at our direction here, we're just barely, like look at the Lubeck compared to the wind direction. That means we're just barely moving so that our direction of travel is closer to their ships than from the wind. If it was the other way around, if our Lubeck had a direction like this, then that means the wind would be against us. But since we're just barely tilted in front of them, the wind is for us. And that's a good thing. Okay, so you guys are towing into line. That's fantastic. Here we go. This is the engagement now. So they have their ships going in. And I have my ships. And they... What? Why did we just get this Goben red? Oh, okay, because one of our turrets jammed. Although it doesn't say it. It didn't report it. I saw this hit and I saw the Goben get that red spec. It might have already been there and I wasn't paying attention, but I thought that they had hit us. Okay, let's slow this destroyer division down for a little bit. Okay. Moving forward. And they are how fast? 26 knots. That's not a dreadnought. That's a lie. How the heck did they get this ship afloat? Only 28,000 tons for a 26 knot. I mean, I want to screenshot this. I think I will. I want to try to recreate this ship, even with more advanced technology than the Russians. I want to see if it's possible. 8-inch turrets. Maybe that's the trick. 16 5-inch. Maybe it's possible. It's 26 knots. Good God, though. I mean, for only 28,000 tons, this thing packs a wallop and is extremely fast. It's really a battle cruiser. The name is a lie there. Okay, you guys should still be moving fast. You are, because you need to catch up. Good. We're starting to land some hits. 13-inch and a 14-inch. So we got our Congo line set up just the way I like it. This dreadnought got hit by who? Our battlecruiser. Fantastic. Two more hits with the 14-inch guns. Is that because I guess that's because our turret is still jammed. Yeah. A different one now. Come on, Goben. Get yourself straightened out there, buddy. We need, like, everything good to happen in this fight. Because we have the same number of dreadnoughts as they do, you know. Okay, so we took a hit, but it doesn't look like the Weissenberg took any real damage from it. Because the shell burst was limited. Thank God we're not using oil burning, huh? And our visibility is going to drop here. I'm not sure how poorly it's going to drop down to, though. So let's start tilting in a little bit towards them. Because we want to hopefully stay in vision range. What's this vision like? Yes, just barely in range still. Fantastic. Which means we only have like another few turns before darkness hits us. And since we're already moving towards the Russian port, that's not good. We'll probably pull out at that point. Alright, here we go. No action right now. Those are so fast ships, though. I have to be very careful with my light cruisers. Sights an unknown ship. Okay, that's fine. Alright. The reason you're getting hit, Weisberg, is because you haven't hit them. So that's how you'll save yourself, by killing them. That's my advice for you. Okay, belt hit, didn't penetrate, near miss, and 2 hits with our 14-inch guns. They don't have that strong of armor, really. That's the one weakness with this ship, and probably the reason why it can go so fast. Very low armor. Okay, another near miss. Yeah, come on. Take a hint. You guys don't need to be this close. It's not important yet. See, I tried to warn you. Penetrating hit there. Okay, another couple hits. Alexander. We have no idea how their damage is, though. I mean, it's impossible to say. So we are hitting some destroyers. Oh, man, their destroyers are close enough that we're going to have to watch out for torpedoes. Alter course. Let's get everyone to fire launch torpedoes if they'd like. Oh yeah, I don't like this. This is line abreast formation. We've seen when the AI prefers that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so let's return the favor. So we're gonna steer away. If we can land a few hits here, I'm okay with the turning away and giving them the wind advantage. We'll just turn away. We sink a few ships, that's fine with us. Still got another hit with the 13. I mean, basically, our big guns are winning the fight. So let's just do what we can to avoid getting torpedo hits. I'm very satisfied with this. Yeah, good. So the light cruisers are doing their thing. We got our destroyers to do their thing. Getting the battle cruisers and battleships to turn away. That's very important. Our light cruisers are going to come in. Also very important. Let's get you to go to Squad Max. In fact, all you guys should go Squad Max, because this is an important time. You guys already are. Still getting a few hits off, too. Which is fantastic. Okay, one more, and I think we'll turn. Okay, they turned away. Let's do some massive turning. Looks like we very much discouraged these destroyers from making their run. We're even launching torpedoes ourselves, which in my opinion is a little premature, but